it's really important for me that the people get in the course actually get value and do work.
It's not the tactical stuff that works best in the webinar, but then them connecting and understanding like, okay, he was like me, I can be like him.
That is super helpful.
That is a thing that we need to focus a lot when we go all in into the full launch, because that is something huge.
I'm dreaming, oh, I believe in this dream I've been dreaming, oh, I'm dreaming, oh, I believe in this dream I've been dreaming, oh.
Ho ho! Marian in the house.
What's going on?
All good, man. I like the setup. Is it different? Is that what you're always on?
No, it's different. I made some changes here in my home after actually this was happening right after I came back from Toronto. So.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, I gotta make it a little bit easier for me to just boom, boom, boom. I just finished now like five videos. So
nice, man.
Yeah, I'm
stepping up.
Getting at it.
I love it. Cool. All right. So talk to us. Where are we? What's next? How do we make it better? Yeah.
So do we give people what's going on, or just straight into it?
Great reminder. So I'm making a course. I've made a course, how to get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube, the YouTube growth bootcamp. Last time Marian came on. So Marian is the expert at helping thought leaders, experts build courses, build products, and then getting the message out and selling it at a higher ticket, and then having offers on top of it. So how did I meet you, Marian? Oh, right. And I posted on Instagram. Yeah. See, power of social media. I posted on Instagram that I need help with ClickFunnels, and Marian said I can help. And so we got on a Facebook call like 8 minutes.
5 minutes later.
So Marian's been helping me build out my funnel, the whole back end. He set up my whole system. Things have been running pretty smoothly. We launched last week.
Yeah, it was a soft launch last week. I mean, for people that watch this, soft launch was just, all right, no paid ads. Let's just look at how the warm audience is receiving this product. Like the reason, because I know we talked about a couple of times, let's put out some YouTube ads. The only reason that because I paid ads is my thing. Like I love paid ads, like all platforms. But I wanted to see, like, all right, if the warm audience, it's not buying from the sales process that we have, then it doesn't mean that the product is bad. It just means that either the sales process or the sales message has something that's missing. So that's why, like, paid ads is just literally some gas on the fire, but the fire has to be there first, right?
Got it.
So we were getting a good amount of leads. I don't remember from the top of my head now how many leads, just mainly from your Instagram, organically, Instagram account, sending emails. I've also sent you a couple things to install for Messenger so it's a platform called ManyChat for people that are watching this. It allows you to send automated messenger bots and sequences, almost the same thing as an email. It's just that it goes straight into people's Facebook message. So we were getting a bunch of leads, but I knew that with the way that we soft launched it was the 4-step video series. And then at the end, the fourth video was pitching the 50% off, which was the offer, right? Mm-hmm. And then we were looking for anywhere between 10 to 20 people for the Beta group, for the founders members. Basically what that does is it allows you to kind of get a sense of, all right, what am I missing out of this product? Because up until this point, you created based on your own experience, not necessarily from what people said, all right, I'm going to want this, this, and that, right? Mm-hmm. So what we want to see now is, all right, let's leave. So we got now, I think 10 or 11 people that are in the course, or 12, how many of them in total? 12?
I don't know.
I think it's 12, 11 or 12. Anyway, now we kind of reopened because some people were still in the 4-part video series and didn't get a chance to even see the pitch. So we allowed them, we kind of reopened it for a couple of days just to allow everybody to get a shot at the discount.
Right.
The next step is, all right, for the next month, we won't even necessarily fully launch it until we get feedback from this group. What that will do is will allow you and your team focus on making the product better. Now, if out of 12, 15, 20 people that up until Sunday they'll sign up, if after a month all 20 of them said, oh, it's awesome, I don't need anything else, I don't have any questions, everything is great, cool, we don't we don't add any other lesson to the course.
Okay.
What's happening is, because you are doing those live calls and channel reviews and things like that, people will start asking questions. So those questions will become lessons. Now, of course, if 10 people ask 10 different questions, it doesn't mean that you'll create 10 different lessons. But the question will probably be similar in terms of the topic. So after that, we'll go full, like kind of all into the launch. But I hate to call it launch because it'll go evergreen.
Right.
We'll use the webinar model, the presentation, and then it'll go into the full price, which will be double than what it is now.
Okay, so I'm looking at, I pulled up a couple things while you were talking. So first off, for the mini chat, did we send messages to everybody to say last chance to get 50% off?
Last week, yes. The messages that are scheduled for today, they're going out at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so
For the not the email blast, the messenger blast
right.
goes out tonight. Yep.
Okay, so I'm looking at, so the first step is evaluate our sales process, because you want to make sure the messaging is right so that we don't throw a bunch of ad dollars away on.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, because the ad, will just put some more gas on the fire. But if the fire is not burning, like, we need to look at, okay, the only reason that I said let's do the 4-part video series was we wanted to like kind of soft launch it pretty quick, and we already had the videos. The webinar just takes a little longer to put together.
Right.
But now it's obviously like, okay, if people bought from this 4-part series, with the webinar, it's just going to be 3 times higher the conversion, because that's usually what it is. 4-part video series, it goes well for the warm audience. It wouldn't be insanely good for a completely cold audience. Now, when I say cold, it's not like, the people that will see the ads don't know you, because we'll target your own channel on YouTube because you have 2 million subs. Of course, out of the 2 million, probably only half of it is US and Canada. Maybe we have across the world, or I don't know, maybe it's 1.9. I'm just saying that.
It's a percentage.
Yeah, so it'll go towards your subscribers. It'll be retargeting out of your own email list. It'll be retargeting, like a lot of the leads that got into the current sales process did not buy, and will probably not buy at the end of this week either. So then that will go into a retargeting. So we're still, pretty far from just hitting a completely cold audience, because you do have, a pretty good audience that we can keep retarget, and also give Facebook and YouTube the chance to expand on that, because we can tell them, hey, based on this email list, give us some lookalike audience.
Right.
Give us some similarities in terms of this audience. So now we can just, keep playing with that. People that have interacted with your Facebook page, people that have interacted with your Instagram page, all those people are becoming retargeted.
Okay, so getting to numbers. So I'm counting 9 paid people into the course so far. And we had 1,284, so let's say 1,300 people. 1,300 people went on the 4-day course.
Yeah.
And 9 people have paid, and now we've got 4 more days until the whole thing.
The full. Yeah, I'm anticipating about 15 people in the founders group.
So we'll get our number. You wanted 10 to 20, we're there. I mean, 1 more person just have to sign up, so we'll get there. How is that? So the first step was evaluate our sales process. Did we do a good job? I don't know what. So 1,300 people to, let's say 13, right? 1,300 people, 13 sign up. You got a 1% conversion rate.
Yeah,
is that good? Is that what we're looking for?
It's so for the 4 video series, based on the way that he was, again, no paid ads, no nothing like that. That's what it is. It's anywhere between 1 or 3, kind of like something like that. Purchase.
Right. So the answer to that question, so does our sales process need to be tweaked and improved, or are we ready to scale it up?
We'll completely change the whole sales process into the webinar when we go into full launch. Okay. I know that if we would have had that up front, it would have probably be a little bit higher. It'd be closer to 3 to 4, I would say 3 to 5% most likely. Okay. With the webinar, just because the 4-part video series takes the consumer to a longer sales process. Like it just takes, it's 4 days. Okay. But we worked with what we were able to do, like, real quick. Okay. But no, it's what I was expecting. That's what I said. We'll probably get 10 to 20 based on the number of leads that we'll get. Okay. But no, we'll give the numbers.
So next step, people are going through the course. There's a lot of material in there that they need to digest. They get full access. So some people are asking, do you slowly release the material out over time? Like, no, once you're in the course, you get the whole course. But I'm slowly releasing more of my split tests and thumbnails. And like, as I learn, I teach. So it's a course plus a membership, basically, right?
Mentorship.
Mentorship. Cool. It's because it's ongoing, right? It's not just access and that's it. It's
because you get access to you, to your team.
Right. Me, my team, every month I'm in there. Plus every week I'm sharing new updates about thumbnail tests that I'm doing.
No, and one thing that I want to make sure even when I was working on putting together the bonuses and stuff, I was not even aware that you're actually going to offer the 25 minutes with Jeremy.
Right.
So that is a thing that we need to focus a lot when we go all into the full launch, because that is something huge.
Okay.
The call with Jeremy. Yeah, the call with Jeremy, that's something that, it's like, I remember a couple of weeks ago when I was talking to him and he was looking at my analytics, I'm like, God damn, like I was like 2.5 years, 2 years since I had my YouTube channel and I was just focusing on the wrong stuff.
Right.
Like, it's just, it's something so valuable and people need to actually, like, not people, we need to make a great job explaining it and make sure that we put that in the message for people to know, like, okay, this is not, it's not a sales call. It's an actual, call with Jeremy, like really deep into your channel.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess for people watching, Jeremy is an entrepreneur I've invested into, taught him everything I know about YouTube. And I'm buying a 25-minute session for everybody who buys the course. They get 25 minutes on me with Jeremy. Whenever you're ready, like if it's right at the beginning and you need help coming up with ideas for your channel, great. If you're a little further along, like Marian is, and you need help diving into your analytics, then he'll help you. Basically, whatever you need, you get one free call with him. He charges thousands of dollars for his clients every month. So however you want to highlight that, awesome. It was a later ad as I was talking to him to say, hey, I want to do this because I want to help. Because it's really important for me that the people get in the course actually get value and do work. So it's not just here's another course that you don't finish, right? So trying to apply, of course, some people won't finish it and will just buy it and not do anything with it, but that really bothers me. So I want to apply as many things as possible to try to help people actually make progress. Cool. So whatever you need from me for that, I mean, we put a page about Jeremy. I think I wrote a letter about what it is and why in the bonus section, but we can use it in the process. I don't think it's very well explained.
Yeah, we'll probably have to really highlight it in the presentation itself when we actually dive. I think it's going to be 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. So we just need to really show what does that look like what actually is, even if it's 2 minutes of Jeremy going through one of these calls with the people that just sign up. That's cool. We can actually, you can record, 2 minutes of him talking to a person and actually showing on putting that into the presentation.
Oh, okay. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, whatever you need. He'd be happy.
Yeah, like that's so powerful. When I remember we were talking about this, but it wasn't like 100% sure at first. But then when I actually realized like, oh, we actually didn't focus a lot on this message, because that's one of the most, a course is a course, of course. And then of course the course is of course. The group calls are also valuable, and the channel reviews. But then when you have the one-on-one, it's something different, because it's geared specifically to your niche, to your industry.
Right.
So those things, are just like so valuable, and we just need to highlight that a little more. So I think, 2 minute, 1 minute, 2 minute recorded with him doing that, I think that's going to be powerful.
So every time I do a call in the group, so one, I should be starting the calls soon.
After this Sunday, you should have it scheduled.
Okay.
It'll probably be best to do a poll in the group and ask, all right, where is everybody from? What time zone? Do these, based on your schedule, post maybe a couple options for, letting people vote? Because again, this is the founders group. These are the people that will kind of set the tone for the next ones coming up. And then scheduling the call, the group calls in the group, and also probably at first, even if you jump live in the group a couple times, just to remind people like, hey, you are allowed during these days to share your videos for us to give you feedback, or things like that. Like people at first they may be scared of sharing a video in the group, or not knowing how the group works and things like that.
I mean, I think for the timing, I'm gonna probably do it on Thursdays, because that's my public facing day anyway. But that's good feedback. So I could start doing that after
next
Sunday.
week.
I think next week I'm in LA, so it'll be a little harder. So probably do it the week after.
The week after, yeah.
But yeah, I'll put it in. So I'll do an announcement in the group. So when I'm doing that, am I trying to get somebody in advance to say, hey, come on and let me review your channel? Or am I just going to go live and say, hey, I'm here. Who's got questions?
No, it would be a good idea to actually send the email in advance and also post in the group. And at first, in the email, you can actually say, and even in the Facebook group, you can say, you can send your channels before, so I can review during the call. Right. And then if you get closer, like a day, 2 days before the call, and nobody has sent a channel to review, you can even just go live and randomly pick a channel from YouTube. Doesn't have to, or you can just pick somebody that's in the group that, like, for example, I'm fine with having my channel reviewed again, even though it's in the group, right? You know what I mean? So
I'm sure if I say, hey, who wants me to personally review their channel, we'll get people saying yes.
Well, I'm not afraid of people now.
I mean, that's why they're in the group. They want to learn. How do I do it? I just wasn't sure if you wanted me to come already with somebody, like today I'm going to review Marian, and then I'm going to take extra questions at the end, or to just show up.
If you get, I would say at first, especially the first couple times, if people get an email and also they see the post and notification in the group, it's better to, because at first people will be like, oh, am I going to be the first? Do I want to be the first? Whatever.
Right.
But it would be a good idea to get a channel beforehand. And then when you jump live, you just say, all right, what's going to happen today? I'm going to review this channel, and then feel free to post the channels below. And we'll still, if we have time, we'll go over the rest. Because the person that you review the channel for may not even be live on the call if they're not.
Oh, no, they're going to be live on it. If I'm reviewing your channel, you better show up. That's what's. I'm not reviewing it. Word of warning, anybody who's signed up for the course, I am not touching your channel if you are not live on the call to get the feedback. That's 100%.
Yeah, that's another thing. You can say, if this person is not here, feel free to post your channel in the comments, and I'll review yours.
But I've never had somebody not show up for like something like that. So I'm sure it'll be.
No, I'm just saying, like, randomly, you never know if something does come up and people are not able to show up right at that time. But anyway, no, I don't think you'll have a problem with.
Okay, and then we post that video as a bonus in the course afterwards.
Yeah, we'll add, so the bonus that I think it's already as a lesson in there. Every video that you do, every group call, we're able to grab the code of it, the embedded code, and then post it in the session, in the lesson and ClickFunnels. So we can just add, like, we'll just add it at some point. It'll be a huge page. Or, you know, if we realize that, okay, after 1 year, you know, you're still kind of moving forward and still selling the same product, we can just group it by months or group it by different, you know.
Okay, great. So we'll start that. Actually, just mechanics. When I do Facebook Live, the only way that seems to work is from my phone. But how do I share screen if it's from my phone? I can't.
No, you can do Facebook Live from your desktop.
What was the problem with it? I couldn't bring the person in. I guess he'd have to be in the
Oh, you
chat.
mean like bring in, oh yeah. So that's a good point. If you actually want to have a conversation like this and review your screen and share your screen while you review somebody's channel, you can only do it through Zoom.
Then it wouldn't be a Facebook Live anymore.
No, you can share, you can stream live from Zoom directly.
From Zoom to Facebook Live?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a feature.
I'll look it up. That's super helpful. That is super helpful.
Yeah, you can do that for sure. 100%. I've done it a couple of times.
So stream live from Zoom to
and
Facebook Live.
If for some reason it's not, like, I know I haven't tested in the last like 30 days, but if something has changed, another platform to look at is BeLive.net.
Okay.
That one I tested even like 3 days ago.
Okay, I'll look it up. I mean, I have the Zoom Premium account, so
it works for sure.
Okay, that's awesome. That helps me because I have an insiders group for my books. People buy my book as well, and I always have to do it from the phone. So if I could do it from the computer, does it put people next to you? Like when you go live, Facebook is like, you can't go live from the phone when it's like this, or it puts you sideways. You got to go this way.
Oh no, it's the way that we are showing up right now. Like the screen is split, and then it's just the way that it shows on your Zoom, because you're the admin on Zoom when you start the call.
Okay.
You literally just share that view on Facebook. That's it. Like the rest is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. Awesome. I'll test it.
Yeah, you control it from Zoom.
Okay, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so I'm going to start that. Next step is what else? We need to do the webinar. Is that our next step?
Yeah. The next step is making sure that we close the enrollment this coming Sunday, and then from a sales process standpoint, yes, the webinar is next. Most likely we'll go straight into the auto webinar. And that's going to show us, like, even that we'll test first against the warm audience with the full price, of course. That one will tell us some more numbers in terms of, right, how many people actually buy from.
Right. So Sunday, do we close it down like you can't get access, or Sunday is full price?
No, Sunday until midnight, they're still able to purchase.
Right. But after that, by the time this video is out, it's past Sunday anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's full price.
It's full price. It doesn't lock you out. You can still buy it. Because I think last time it said registration full or closed or something, or shut down.
Yeah, it was completely closed. But no, after Sunday, the price just goes up to full price.
Just doubles. Okay, good.
Yeah, it doubles.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've been promoting it on Instagram with the discount in my stories every day.
Organically, yep.
Organically through stories. So we can just do the same thing, but switch up, take off the discount, and just say you want to build your YouTube, go here.
I mean, I'm actually curious. I was talking to Nina about this, I think last week.
Okay.
You could test it. I'm actually curious to see if somebody would buy a $2,000 product from a swipe. I'm actually really curious to see that.
Oh, okay. Well, where do we send them? To the webinar?
It's usually always to the sales process. Because then now I'm not discounting the fact that some people may buy it. It's, with a higher ticket, like everything that's like above $1,000, it's like, it's kind of hard for somebody to, unless he's diehard fan,
Yeah.
it's gonna be, there's no sales process in between. Like we just, all right, they see a 15-second ad, swipe up, straight to buy. It's like, there's no sales process in the middle.
So what's our sales process after Sunday? Because the 4 video sequence we're gonna not use.
Yeah, we have the 40-minute video that you sent me the other day.
Okay.
We'll use that as a test because we said, all right, we're gonna test this to see how people respond. It's not slides, but it's still as close as we could get it right now, right? And again, we're not just, we're not making excuses like, oh, we don't have the webinar done, we're not gonna be able to launch. No, we'll use that. Let's see if it works. Cool. If it doesn't work, then we know. Okay, we need the slides like SAP, right?
So context is Marian asked me to make a 10 to 15 minute video. And as I started getting into it, I just went crazy and made a 40-minute video, which I just brought more value. It's just more value. I just couldn't help myself and just pumped so much value into it. So that we're going to use so do we need a landing page for that video and an email sign up or what, like, where are we sending people?
Yeah, it'll be a simple page that will just allow people to watch that video. So we'll be a regular, sign up for this, get access to this training, this free training type of page, simple page. Close to the webinar, because it's actually, we'll explain, all right, this is the number 1 thing that you learned, the number 2, the third thing that you learned during this presentation. So it's similar to the webinar, it's just we don't have slides in the video. Like that's pretty much what it is.
Right, I typed out some stuff in Notepad and we zoomed in on it, but it's not the slides. Okay. So after Sunday, the swipe up should go. Is that going to be ready for Monday morning?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then as of Monday, the swipe ups will go to that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited for people to watch that. There's a lot of value in that video. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm actually really curious to see what happens with the actual video. If to be honest, this is the first time that I would test without actually having slides. So I'm actually really curious to to see how people respond to it. You never know. Again, it's good that you're open to testing things. It's good that these things will just tell, like numbers will tell us.
I think I think another good thing to test would be we do an interview. Like you take everything that you would normally put in a slide, and then you ask me the questions and we talk about it.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that could be cool. Like we make a 45-minute or an hour or however long you think is good, talking about YouTube, and you pull the messages out that you want to make sure that we hit through Q&A.
Yeah, we can definitely test it. Like I said, I'm always open to test new stuff because that would just give us more things to work with and also give me more insights. Like, oh crap, I didn't know that this stuff works like this. Right. But yeah, no, we can definitely do that.
Okay. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. That's so much easier than doing I hate slides. Slides are like the worst for me, but I'm happy to do it. Oh, I'm not happy to do it. I will do it, but I'm always looking for other methods. So anyway, okay.
No, but even the one that you did, it's actually pretty close. I was watching it last night. It's actually pretty close to what I want to get out for the webinar. The only thing that's missing there, it's a little bit of a story of actually showing you before. And I know you shared, I think you shared just a few seconds of the first video that you did, but I want to focus more on that because that, like, a lot of people will see Evan now, but they don't see the Evan 8 years ago with, with that video. That is the thing that I need to get a little more out of the webinar. It's not, to be honest, it's not the tactical stuff that works best in the webinar. Like, of course, it's the value that you bring because you show people step by step, but then them connecting and understanding like, okay, he was like me, I can be like him. If they just look at you now and they look at 2 million subs, everybody's like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to get there. Right? If they focus on Evan 8 years ago, all right, now I get it. He was me. Now I can relate more. They can't really like somebody that has 200-300 subs for the last like 3 years. it's impossible for them to relate to Evan that has 2 million subs, but they're going to relate to Evan that has, you know, that video. And he's, you know, he's willing to share that, you know, that video, and he's willing to share those. Like, those are the things that actually people want to.
I just had a huge light bulb moment, because I think even for your business and what you want, I mean, yes, you're helping me, it's amazing, but Marian is the king of now being able, he did this for himself, he's doing this for me, and he's wants to blow this up to do it for every other thought leader out there, to be the go-to guy to basically turn, you know, the decade of knowledge in here and turn it into a course. I think if you, I mean, we should test this. I think if we do the interview format and you pull out what you need, what you know needs to be pulled out, and then we cut that, and then even put the information on the slides.
Yeah, I mean, I told you this the other day. I said, I'm going to actually start working on the webinar based on your video, and we'll see what I'm missing. And then we'll just have to, you know, fill out those spots in there. But
you being the guy, because you know what you need in a webinar. I have no idea. I'm just throwing value out there and saying, hey, go get the course, right? You have a template that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, kind of.
But in talking to thought leaders, it's super easy to say, okay, throughout this process, what I'm going to need from you is an hour of your time. We're going to do an interview, and I'm going to pull out the information that's going to be turned into this auto webinar, versus having me sit down and do a deck of stuff I don't even know what I'm like the process of. Feels like this giant project that then creates an obstacle. We said, no, don't worry. I know what we're doing. You just have to talk to me for an hour, and we'll turn it into something great. Yeah. But I think as you're talking to thought leaders and building this out, like that should be the process, instead of having them create a webinar.
Oh, I see what I mean. To transform this. Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
You interview them about it as the novice, as the guy who's trying to learn, and you ask the questions that you know you want to be in the webinar, and you don't maybe have to use the whole thing. Like maybe in one of your questions, you don't get quite the answer that you want, so you ask me a different version of it, and then you get what you need. And you put the slides on top of that, or an animation or whatever. And then there is no, that becomes the webinar, instead of then having to have them do a whole other one all over again.
No, it makes perfect sense. No,
I think it's a huge hack, man. I think it's a huge hack. It's so easy for me to say yes to an hour just to talk to you than to sit down and create a webinar.
No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably become the next thing for me.
This could be a unique Marian process.
Well, yeah, because it's easy to pull the information from an interview style. No, and actually I have a software that I use that pretty much I put the answers based on the questions, because the software just spits all the things.
Right.
But no,
but the experts that you're dealing with should be able to answer the questions, right? Like whatever you throw at me, I'm ready to, let's go. I'm ready to answer them. I'm happy to, right? I don't even know what they are. I'm ready. Right? And so you're dealing with experts who know their topic inside out, but they don't know the structure that you want to do. And them learning the structure is maybe not a great use of their time just to make an auto webinar. But you can
no, that's actually really powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it helps you stand out versus everybody else who's also pitching the same kinds of services.
No, 100%.
And if you say the webinar will do 3 times better than the 4-day course thing was great, because you told me make one video called this and one video called this and talk for 10 minutes. That's easy.
And boom, yeah.
I can do that, no problem. And like all the experts that you talk to should be able to do that. I mean, otherwise you're working with the wrong person. They don't know their craft enough, right? Yeah, okay, I love it, dude. I think it's a huge game changer for you.
No, it is. And actually, this is something that it's so much easier to kind of put it in, even like positioning wise. Because like you said, you know, saying yes to a 40-minute interview, it's one thing, then, you know, keep filling out the spots that I need for the slides and things like that. And even like I usually kind of start the process with all the information that I need, but of course I can't put words in somebody's mouth, but this whole interview thing is way better.
You know what the other sneaky thing is that's awesome for you? Hotmail. The reason why Hotmail blew up was because at the bottom of the email, it always said, get your free Hotmail account.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that, like way back, like Hotmail was the first email, free
that
email
allowed you
service to
to,
blow up.
yeah,
It said
yeah.
at the bottom, right? If you're in everybody's webinar videos, you're going to be the guy. Like everybody who watches my video that I'm spending money on and I'm promoting to my audience, they all see you. Who's this Marian guy? Even if you're not saying, hey, I'm Marian and I help do blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
no,
blah,
it's,
blah, right?
I get what I mean.
You're going to be seen millions of times by people for free.
Boom. That's like just
Right?
another
I'm
level.
going to spend money for people to learn about you. It's such a hack. It's amazing, right? And then people say, who's this Marian guy? Who's this guy who's asking all these great questions to help them build the course? And they'll start looking you up. Or you can put your name at the bottom or something. Or you lead it off like you're the expert. Hey, it's Marian. And today I'm talking with boom, boom, boom about YouTube or about construction or about whatever topic. Yeah.
No, that's powerful, man.
That's a huge hack, dude. You're gonna get tons of views for free. I love it.
Can't wait to get this video back.
I love that I'm gonna spend money to send millions of people to watch you.
Yeah, we gotta get the 2CC award with this course. So we'll make it happen.
You gotta get the what?
The 2CC award.
Oh, the 2 comma. Oh yeah. Okay, I love it.
We'll get it on. We only need, once we go all in, we only need 500 people in it. It's not that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to talk about. I don't know how we're gonna do affiliates and all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. It's
okay. So
it's all in there. Like if we have it in the perfect spot, because from there we just generate the affiliate thing, and then it's.
Dude, it's such a. I'm so pumped for this hack for you.
It's
just so legit. It's such a great. I'm so pumped for you. I'm more pumped for you than for me. Like it's such a hack.
No, but it is. It's actually really. It's really.
And, but here's the thing: you're making my life easier too. Like it's such a win-win.
Yeah, no, I know. And then other people seeing that, understanding like, oh crap, it's that. I didn't even know that that's a way of doing it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't think I know anybody that does it this way.
It's such a hack. It's such a win-win. I love it when everybody wins. Like I win hard because I don't have to create the content, and you get to be seen by millions of people. You're gonna get so much business out of it. It's just gonna happen. They're gonna look you up. Just put your name at the bottom, without saying anything, and they'll look you up. They'll do a Google search and they'll find you and say, "Hey, I saw you do Evan's course. Can you do mine?"
Yeah, no, that's actually really true.
I want to partner in your business now.
I gotta go real quick to get my branded name registered.
Man. That's such a hack. Okay, well that's awesome. I'm really pumped for you. Okay, so between now and next month, before we do this call again.
Yep.
So I've got to post to the Facebook group. I got to have our first call. I got to get feedback from people, what they liked, didn't like. We're gonna test the Zoom live stream, and we're gonna do this interview that we've been talking about before next month. Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll do it before the next call, and by the time that we do the call, we should know a little bit about it, how we went, what the information that we pulled out, how did it go, how, what was it easier for you? Was it, because it would be a kind of almost like a first time for me to do it all interview style.
If it's interview, it's easy for me. So.
Oh, it'll be. No, but we'll have some good insights for the next month's call to.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Sure. Okay. And then we launched the first version of the auto webinar on Monday, and then this version should hopefully be out before our next call too.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, so it all depends when are we scheduling this. After we schedule it, it'll probably take probably with back and forth between me and you, I would say a week to 10 days to get all the slides put together and in place. Okay. And then, a couple extra days to just find. So I would say altogether, after we have the call, we have like 2 weeks to be up and running with it.
I really think animation would crush. Not just slides. Yeah, animation. Like
the type of animation, what exactly you mean? Just animating the slides in terms of?
No. Like you have a little character who's doing stuff.
Oh, the ones that you have on your IG account? That Evan?
Kind of, yeah.
Actually, I like that. Who does that? It's somebody internally, or it's a VA that has?
Someone on my team, yeah.
Those are actually pretty good because he created the character. It actually looks, really close to your real face, but it's a cartoon, so it's actually pretty cool.
Well, what I had to do was I posed in a whole bunch of so it's a woman, so she says, "Hey, Evan, I need you to be like this." So I had to go like and so Nina takes a picture of me and then sends it to her, and then she draws it, right? So I had to pose for all these different pictures that then get used, because most of my standard pictures are just headshots of me smiling or whatever.
Yeah.
But the pictures sometimes are painful or sad, or so I have to make these pictures. But I think even if it's not animated in that, like the characters are moving, if I'm talking about a story of me being afraid to be in front of the camera, instead of just text on screen, you show a picture of me in front of a camera like this or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Dude,
no,
I think that
actually
would crush. I think that would crush so hard. I'm gonna write it in. I mean, it's way more expensive. I'm just adding to my costs right now, especially across like a 40-minute or an hour-long session. But
yeah, but even I truly believe that what's gonna make a really big impact is that first video of yours that you showed a couple of seconds of. Like that one, I think it's something that a lot of people will relate to, because that's, the journey of every person that starts to be on camera for the first time. I think that would be powerful, on top of the animations and everything. But I think that's something that, even like, for example, me, the way, like my channel is really small, but then we have people that have, 10 to 100,000 subscribers, and they'll still look at 1 million or 2 million being like so far away.
Yeah.
But when you talk about people that are just starting their channels, like think about that. Like for somebody that's just starting for the first time, even getting to 1,000, it's a long journey.
Yeah.
Getting to like 100 to 1 million is like years and years and tens of.
Okay, last question. So I love all this. If I'm adding new content to the course, like there's a couple things that I've been doing recently that have been crushing hard that are not in the course. And I don't want to overwhelm people because what's in the course is amazing.
We just add it as bonus. If it's a bonus, it's never too much.
Okay, just add it as a bonus.
If it's part of the course, it may make it a little too complex for a beginner. But as a bonus, it's never like I could never say no to an extra stuff for free, like an extra bonus, and so those will never hurt.
So I'll film it the same way that I filmed the originals. Like I'll film it here, and I'll have my button here and all that. And then we just announced it as a bonus. Yeah,
we'll just add it in as and that actually helps with, when the price, when we have the full price, because now you just add more bonuses to it.
Right. Well, I mean, every week we're going to add something anyway. At least once a week we're adding something.
Right. Yeah. But like, for example, if you come with something completely new, that it's a different lesson, like for example, if we have 4 bonuses and we just add more videos to bonus number 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
Yeah.
For the people that are already in the group, cool. They think it's awesome because you bring them more. But then from outside, if we bring bonus number 5 or 6 or 7, he's like, oh, so that one is like, it's costing more money, but then I'm not paying extra because he's just giving that as a bonus.
Okay.
It just helps with the conversion more.
Okay.
So it's anytime that you have something new, we'll just add it as a bonus in there. It's never too much.
Man, the hacks are real. What was the hack that you loved? Like you were blown away the other day. You're messaging me on Facebook like, this is genius.
Oh, the playlist. Okay, so there were a couple of things when I came back from Toronto that I still couldn't understand why. Number one was, why would you ask me to do a discovery ad? And for people, that discovery ad is just you promote your video the way that you promote it on Facebook, but you promote it on YouTube as an unlisted video. I was like, well, this doesn't make sense because I want you to get me more like credibility because of that. But then I understood that, okay, I'm promoting the video, it's unlisted, it starts a new session in YouTube's eyes. So then at the end, if people continue to watch more of my videos, now I'm considered that I started the new session on the channel. So now they'll reward me and they'll give me more watch time, right? And not more watch time, more exposure. That was number one. So number two was, I was looking through the emails. I think I was searching for a personal email from you, I think. But then, of course, I got all your, all the follow-up emails. And I think one of them I clicked on a thumbnail, and it brought me to the whole playlist. And the moment I saw that, I'm like, damn, so he's not sending me to the video, he's sending me to the playlist, and now he just trained me to, because those videos will automatically start to play. So, but that works even if my channel is completely new and I only have one playlist. Instead of me sending a link to the video that I've been doing before, now I'm sending the link to the first video in a playlist, and that one automatically starts to autoplay the rest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. And if I put that video unlisted now, and of course this is like, I know probably some people were like, oh, like, what are you talking about? But
it's some advanced stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, but then when I actually realized that, I'm like, wow, I'm like, this is like so like high level that I could never like, you know, even dream about knowing the hack. And it's such a, I don't know, it's incredible. I can't wait to test. Like my guy, my video editor just sent me 3 videos today. I started to like revamp my whole channel. I changed the banner, I changed the thumbnails. We're still working on a couple channels for the interviews. I was debating between showing both our faces or just the interviewee, because it's, you know, they have the credibility. Like if I interview you, maybe the
put them big and you small.
Them big and me small.
Yeah.
Instead of just being themselves, the way that you have yours with the tall leader, just one face on the thumbnail.
Yeah. If I'm doing an interview, we'll put both.
Put both. Okay.
Yeah. Them big and you small. Yeah. And that hack, make sure you're sending them to the video inside the playlist. It's not just a playlist.
Yeah. It's the
actual video, but it's an unlisted video. Anyway, so I don't even remember that one. I mean, that there's a lot of advanced stuff that.
But I don't know why at that point I was keep looking through the course, and then I was going back to my notes from the event, and I'm like, oh my God, like now it makes so much more sense.
So those two things could be their own videos in the course, right?
Oh, like that's 100%. Like for people that actually go through it and start doing some stuff, this is some advanced stuff that could like just blow somebody's mind. Like I never heard anybody talking about this.
Right. So those are the kind of things that the bridge audience ad one was on my list to add to it. I didn't remember the unlisted to a playlist that then leads to listed videos.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, for this, you need to have, you know, an email list that you can email people and things like that. But like it's like something.
It requires more infrastructure to set up, and it requires the first one requires ad dollars to be willing to spend. But yeah, okay. So bonus videos.
Oh yeah, like these two are just something.
I gotta think, what else do I do that's crazy high level stuff?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll come up with a lot of things. I'm now like just.
But most people you'll like, it's so over their head. Even intermediate people, it's still over their head. That kind of stuff. Like there's so much to work on, just still foundational stuff. Because the course will take you from beginner to being intermediate, but even intermediates will get a lot. Like it's not designed to be an only basic stuff. Like there's a lot of intermediate plus stuff in the course that somebody who already has 100,000 subscribers will learn a ton from the course.
Yeah, I think
you have to really want to go, like for this stuff, you have to really want to be in the details. Anyway, I'll make it a bonus course. I like it.
No, it's like I said, it completely blew my mind because I was probably like 2 or 3 months ago in California. It was a private mastermind, and somebody was asking questions. And I was like so happy that I knew the fact that, oh, I can promote my interview with Dan Locke on his channel. And I was pumped because the interview with Pat Flynn, I think, was getting at the time 10,000 views or something like that. But I didn't realize that it was hurting the channel because the people that were clicking were not sticking around. So that every dollar that I was spending more, it was bringing the channel down because watch time was going down. So doesn't matter how much money I was spending, it was like kind of burning me in my own algorithm.
Yeah, we'll add like crazy advanced strategies in the bonuses, and we'll put those two in. I got to think what else I do. There's a lot you can do with unlisted videos.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
see, I didn't even know that those things actually benefit you. Even like I broke up a course about ClickFunnels and about implementing stuff, and I just recorded intros and outros just for me to get more views on my videos. But now I'm thinking, no, now I'm taking them down and I'm actually redo them and just put them as an unlisted, and then make a big, half an hour to an hour long video that every small little piece that it's unlisted will point back to the long video that it's actually, it'll be live on the channel. So all those things, I wouldn't have known about this if it wouldn't be
there's
for
a
you
few other
guys.
ideas coming to my mind too that I can add in as bonus stuff. I
Yeah,
just
like
want to freak people out because it could be overwhelming.
yeah, I mean, if it's, again, if you put the name, bonus advanced YouTuber, then now you're not just talking to people that want to grow a little bit their channel. Now you also talk about, okay, you have 100,000, you have 300,000. This is the new thing that you need to do to actually get.
Yeah, but you're not there, but you're super excited by it.
I'm not even like close to, right? I'm just like, what, 2,000 subs, but all this stuff, I know that it can just skyrocket what I was planning to do.
It's because you're coming in already understanding advertising and that world and data and strategy because you live in it. So it's easy for you to get it. Even you didn't understand it fully at the start, but now you do. But you already came in with a level of knowledge. You try explaining that to somebody who's just getting started.
Yeah, it may be,
no,
I agree that it may be a little bit overwhelming if you try to, or if you start there, you're like, oh my God, like, what are you talking about, right?
I'm going to add it in. I'm excited. I'm going to put it on my list. We're going to add it in. People need to know
I was like,
stuff.
I was like freaking out. I was like texting my wife and she was like, what are you talking about?
I kept getting, I was like, Marian's all excited about something. What's happening here? It's good. Cool, man. All right. Well, we got some work to do.
Awesome, man. Yeah, so we'll definitely catch back in about a month. So we'll have more insights to give to people.
Listen, as great as those couple of strategies were, the biggest hack of all from today is still Marian's face being on videos that are going to get millions of views that other people are paying for. That is such a hack. I love it. It's the best.
That's awesome. So we got a bunch of hacks, but I do agree that that's super powerful.
Cool, man. All right. And if people want to find out more about you, where do you want them to go?
Well, if they want to download the exact thing that I'm implementing with pretty much everybody, it's highendclientacquisition.com. And it's just a one-page blueprint. It actually walks people through the whole process. But yeah, that's the best place, or my free content on YouTube. And now I'm actually following, like you'll see the next couple of days, all the content that's going up.
Cool, man. I love it. When's our interview dropping? It's coming soon.
It's actually scheduled for Tuesday next week, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, okay. We got all the coming up at the beginning and all that, and then at the end we pointing to the next. I love it,
man. Awesome.
Sweet.
Cool. Thank you, Marian. Okay. Talk to you soon.
Thanks. Take care.
If you want to see the last time Marian and I spoke and he kicked my butt, give me more marketing advice to promote my course, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.